Sunny ways, my friends. Sunny ways.
Your 16 seconds are up. I'm going to ask you again because nobody believes you when you say you don't know how much money your family has got from the wheat group. You've had a month to look into that. You knew you were going to testify here. Again, how much money total have your brother, mother, and spouse received from this organization? How much?
That information has been publicly shared, but I will highlight.
Well, then tell me what it is.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
We have recently switched to drinking water bottles out of water out of when we have water bottles out of plastic. Away from plastic towards paper, like drink box water bottles, sort of thing. Sorry?
The servicing costs on the debt that you're going to have to carry, that you're adding to now, right?
Interest rates are at historic lows, Glenn.
There's the funds.
On the topic, I mean, in terms of your sort of strategy currently, you're obviously taking the populist pathway.
What does that mean? Oh, Justin, you're awake. You made it. Have a seat. Have a coffee. You need some. Wakey time.
Let's cut that Disney Plus subscription. So we cut it. It's only $13.99 a month that we're saving, but every little bit helps.
A lot of people would say that you're simply taking a page out of the Donald Trump book.
Which people would say that?
Well, I'm sure a great many Canadians, but...
Like who?
I don't know who, but...
Well, you're the one who asked the question, so
yeah.
You must know somebody. Yeah, that's all that's coming off. There's nothing else coming off, yeah. I'm not Justin Trudeau here. Let's fucking go!
Let's fucking go.
Knockout! What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Fringe. Ho, ho, LF friggin' ho. Get those LFGs in the chat. I hope everybody's had a wonderful week. I got to be careful with this outfit on stream. Some people might find it offensive. I think last time I checked, it's owned by the CBC.
It might be.
CBC might copyright strike me for having this outfit on. So get those thumbs ups in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Mrs. Fringe joining me as always, beautiful as ever. She didn't want to dress up with me because she'd rather look attractive for everybody. But welcome to the stream. It's good to have you here.
Thank you.
Let's get those LFGs in the stream, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot to talk about tonight. We got a little gift. Old Santa Fringe is coming in with you tonight with a little gift for you. Let's get the stream going. Let's start it off with a good old-fashioned hated roll call that everybody has. Let's get the roll call going. For anybody who wants to skip ahead later, feel free. Let's get in. I want to try and get everybody tonight. Let's chime in. If it's your first time here, let us know. I want to try and get one person from every province in the country and every state in the United States. If you're watching from US, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Get it in. We'll try and get to everybody that we can. Nida Falima jumping in first from Red Deer. Great to have you in here. We got Mike TV Dub jumping in from Winnipeg. Great to have you here, Mike, with that good old wrench in the name. Basematic coming in from Saskatchewan. Welcome in. Alien Fetus, almost full fetus. Send him for a long walk in the snow for us. It's coming. It's coming. We're going to get into that. Terry Lee joining us from Cowpie Town. Welcome in, Terry. Great to have you here. Princess Thickness is in the building, ladies and gentlemen, joining us once again from Montreal. Welcome in. It's great to have you here. Kimberly coming in from Aurora. Is that Aurora, Illinois? I don't know. Let's keep the roll call going. HUD coming in from Toronto, Ontario. Welcome in. We've got who else here? J-Bye coming in from Montreal. Welcome in. Blueberry Life coming in from Saskatoon. Mike Harder coming in from Landmark, Manitoba. We got Becca CRI, who just re-upped in the Patriots Club. Thank you, Becca, coming in from good old Lloydminster, Alberta. We got Mike coming in from Ampere, Ontario. Merry Christmas, Derek and Mrs. Fringe. So LFG, Merry Christmas to everybody. non-offensive Merry Christmas. If it is offensive, shove it. We don't care. Let's go. Tracy coming in from Vancouver Island. Tammy coming in from Gimli, Manitoba. Welcome in. Lifting the veil of illusion. Hi, Tiffany, she says.
Hi.
Welcome in. It's great to have you here. Canadian Poke Freak coming in from Rocky Mountain House, Alberta. We got Brian coming in from Wasaga Beach. Watch out for the poop, but welcome into the stream. I stand my ground coming in from Camrose, Alberta. We got Carol coming in from Quebec. Welcome in. Great to have you here. Mad Dog from Edmonton, Alberta. We've got Canadian guy from Scarborough, Ontario. Carol and Gerald coming in from Calgary. Two of our favorite viewers. Welcome in. James Meeker coming in from Ottawa. Welcome in. Great to have you here. We got Carson El Gringo Grande coming in from Porno Viagra. Welcome in. It's great to have you here. We got Bernhardt coming in from Maple Ridge, BC. Stephen Hickey from Ontario. We got A604 coming in from BC once again. We've got Debbie joining us once again from Lloydminster. Great to see you all in here. Dan from PGBC LFG. Welcome in. Let's try saying that 5 times fast. Sebastian coming in from Ajax. Welcome into the stream. Chandra coming in from Medicine Hat. We've also got Derek joining us from Sydney, Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia's in the house. LS coming in from East Kildonan. I'm going to test your knowledge again. Do you know where that is? We did this.
It's in Winnipeg.
It is in Winnipeg.
I got it right.
We love East Kildonan. Welcome in. Great to have you here. George coming in from Sask. Welcome in. Great to have you here. We got John joining us from Toronto, or as Olivia Chow says, Toronto. At least that's how Ben Bankus puts it. Great to have you in here. We got A. Latad coming in from Liverpool, Nova Scotia. Welcome in. Great to have you here. We got Sherry in from Alberta, or at least Alberta bound. Welcome in. Great to have you here. John Riley coming in from New Brunswick.
Come on, peace on earth. Merry Christmas, hosers.
Merry Christmas, eh? Oh, it's the Great White North, and it's Christmas time. I got my thinking toque on. Bob coming in from Arizona. Welcome into the stream. Hopefully it's not too hot for you there. Welcome in. Great to have you in the stream, Bob. We got Chris coming in from Stirling, Ontario, formerly from Nussbaum in Switzerland.
Wow.
Switzerland. Welcome in. We love the Swiss. We got E coming in from Cape Breton. Welcome in. Is Tiffany Mrs. Claus?
No, I'm more of a Grinch.
She doesn't dress up because this way I can have her sit on my lap and we'll talk about the first thing that pops up. Right? That's how it goes in this house. No, I'm kidding. I don't want to get crass.
You're very over the top tonight.
I don't like to open my gifts early, folks. Let's go. Reg Porter coming in from Spruce Grove. Welcome in. Great to have you in here, Reg. We've got Val coming in from Northern Ontario. Good to see you too. It's good to see you, Val, and each and every one of you as we're sitting just over 400 viewers on the multi-stream.
Woo!
Welcome in. Great to have you all here. Harry from Russigonis, New Brunswick. Hope you guys are enjoying having a break in Kissimmee, Florida. God,
Nice.
I'm so jealous.
Enjoy the sun.
So jealous. We've got Marika coming in from Montreal. Looking good, you guys. Marika, thank you for joining us again tonight. Great to have you here. My favorite non-compliant Canadian coming in from Eastern Ontario. People will think it's a victory when Trudeau is gone, but the damage to Canada is already done. We're going to make this a lighthearted, fun show tonight, but we're going to get into that tonight as well. I do have to talk about the subject of the stream, or else people are going to say, well, you never touched base on it.
We will.
We're going to get to it. We got Marguerite coming in from Riverview, New Brunswick. Welcome in. We've got Blade and Simple coming in from Toronto. Welcome to everybody. Great to have you in here. Mike coming in from Montreal as well. A lot of Montreal viewers. We got Keith coming in from Elkhorn, Manitoba. Love that. It's a small town, and I've gone through there on our way to Wawanesa, where my family is from. My mother's side of the family is from. Doug Pierce, CBC. Yo, you have another CBC after you. Christmas. Maybe charisma. Yeah, the CBC, we're going to get into that tonight. That was a mess. We got Danzig coming in from Penticton. Welcome in. We got Stephen Hickey coming in from London, Ontario. Mike coming in from Pemberton, BC. Danny coming in from Parkland County, Alberta. Glenn Clean from Ontario. Welcome in. We got Dave from Aurora, Ontario. There we go. So it wasn't Aurora, Illinois. My bad. Susan coming in from Meaford, Ontario. I hope I'm pronouncing one of those right. Happy Festivus, Birdie, coming in from Cowtown. Welcome in. It's great to see you guys here. Bernie mentioning Merry Christmas election. We need emergency acts invoked on this government. Christmas came early. I can't wait to get into this. We're winning, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, let's wrap up the roll call there. I apologize for anybody we missed. I see T. Rich. I see Blackface Son of Castro. A lot of our regulars in there. I also see Canadian guy with a $5 super chat. Trudeau destroyed our country worse than Steve Urkel destroyed the Winslow House. Did I do that? Yeah, well, we're going to get into that. Don't worry. Mike TV'd up with a $5 super chat. Some money for the vets. Merry Christmas. Same to you, Mike. Again, I'll be making that donation this Monday. And again, of course, we will provide receipts, paperwork. I like to make sure people see it's all legitimate. It's all for a good cause. So far, we've raised just shy of $1,500 once fees were taken out and everything else. But don't fret, because old Santa Fringe is going to make it a little bit higher. Tis the season for giving. I think we're going to land somewhere around 2,500 would be my guess, going towards vets this year. So let's get it going. Let's get into the stream. Let's get into what we're here to talk about today. I have some breaking news for everybody. Breaking news. You guys are going to be blown away. Justin Trudeau coming out. I know people don't like hearing his voice, but ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. Justin Trudeau has given his resignation. I want to share this with you. We did it first here on the Fringe. CBC is going to copyright us for this. Let's get into this. Here's Justin Trudeau's resignation, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy. We've waited 10 years for this. Here we go.
Today, I announce my resignation as your Prime Minister. I know, heartbreaking news, especially for those of you who enjoyed skyrocketing grocery prices, crippling inflation, and housing so unaffordable it turned millennials into lifelong roommates. You're welcome. Now, let's not forget my greatest hits. I've united this nation by dividing it, whether it was mandates, protests, or just choosing socks that offended half the country. I truly brought Canadians together in their shared disappointment. Inflation? That's not me. Just ask the carbon tax. I raised it because saving the planet is totally worth you not affording milk. As for those questioning my ability to lead, listen, drama teachers are all about improvisation, and I've been improvising my policies for years. Finally, I leave you in the capable hands of, well, whoever's brave enough to clean up this mess. Just remember, when you look back at my legacy, don't cry because it's over. Cry because it happened. Thank you, Canada. Today, I announce my resignation.
Okay, before everybody gets salty and mad, Mrs. Fringe has already given me the look. Guys, we always do memes and jokes on the show.
But
it's a joke.
It's not funny.
It's coming, though. Like, it's not, like, this is over. It's all over. We're celebrating tonight. We're having some fun.
This man will never admit that he did wrong.
But it's
ever.
done. It's over. Justin Trudeau is gone. I don't care what Jagmeet Singh says today. It's finished. It's finished. It's not going to continue. He's not making it to October, no matter what anybody thinks, no matter what anybody says. Again, we're just having a laugh. Please don't get offended and get upset. Look, we plummeted in viewers. People are mad. Just like it's April Fool's Day all over again.
It is, and that
it's
wasn't
a
good.
joke. We're here to have fun. We're here to have fun with the community, guys. Come on, Canadian guy, $2 super chat. Trudeau looks like Mr. Bean in that video.
Does.
It was a really funny deep fake. One of the accounts I follow on Twitter, Trudeau's Ego, posted that. It's really hilarious. Mr. Steal Your Blocks, Merry Christmas to everybody. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Guys, come on. It's all worth a laugh. Let's get on to what the real notice is of Justin Trudeau, shall we? Let's get on to what's happening with Justin Trudeau. I want to share this in with everybody. Earlier today, Jagmeet Singh again saying that after he tore up his agreement and then pasted it back together with Justin Trudeau, he's come forward to say that
I got my pension and I'm going to call an election.
That's pretty much it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? I finally came to my senses. Got my pension. Now we're going to call an election. Pierre Poilievre not giving any kind of leeway on Jagmeet Singh. I want to show this tweet that came out from Pierre Poilievre earlier today. Puts, now that Parliament is closed and there's no chance to introduce any motion for months until after you get your pension. You did the same stunt in September, claiming you no longer prop Trudeau up. Then you went back on your word and voted 8 times against an election and for your boss, Trudeau. Just 11 days ago, you voted against a non-confidence motion filled with your own words. Had you voted the other way, we'd almost be halfway through the election now. Only common sense conservatives can and will replace the costly NDP Liberal clown show. Axe the tax, election now.
I'm so tired of his slogans.
Pierre had a great press conference today. He really brought it home, no pun intended. That's what a leader looks like. And that's what we're getting, ladies and gentlemen. This is where I was saying for months that as things crumble, you're going to see them attacking each other. You're going to see people starting to leave. You're going to see people resigning. You're going to see infighting amongst the parties, which we're already starting to see. And guys like Jagmeet Singh, it doesn't matter if they're holding the country for ransom. The pressure is too high. If you watch news outlets, a lot of them had their year-end interviews canceled by Justin Trudeau. He's not doing any year-end interviews. But Jagmeet Singh had the humility to go and sit down with breakfast television this week. And the only thing they talked about is, why are you holding the country hostage? They wouldn't even let up on him. And this is
Good.
shilled mainstream prostitutes. Nobody is giving up on him. He's in a corner, and now he's put it in an official letter that he's calling an election. He's calling no confidence.
So what happens when he goes back on this?
Well, we're going to get into that. First, I want to just touch down Rick, $5 super chat. Tis the season for not forgiving Trudeau. No, there is no forgiveness for Trudeau. He can't. The problem now is that this wasn't just a statement in a press conference. This isn't him saying, if this doesn't happen, I'm going to do this. It's not empty threats. He's put out a full disclosure letter through Parliament saying, this is what I am doing. If he goes back at this point, it's not just obliteration for him, it's obliteration for the NDP. Pierre can go to the Governor General. I know he's already asked the Governor General to reconvene the House, which of course it's not going to happen. To try and vote now. But Jagmeet Singh doesn't have a choice at this point. People are saying Trudeau's going to prorogue Parliament. The election's going to be drawn out. I don't think they're going to have that opportunity. I think that what you're going to see is a lot of Liberals threatening to cross the floor. You're going to see a lot of Liberals threatening to resign and quit, even with this cabinet shuffle that went on. That's why I'm saying, guys, it's all over. It's done. Parliament is even moving right now, so there's no laws coming in. There's nothing getting done that's going to affect our lives until there is an election. Breathe a sigh of relief this holiday, because Justin Trudeau is out of business. Even if he shows his mug in Parliament Hill, even if he's still labeled Prime Minister, he cannot do anything anymore. It's over. It's Trudeau-over. Diane's saying it's chaos in the Liberal mafia. Absolutely it is.
I'll believe it when I see it. Honestly, I'm very skeptical.
We don't want any Liberals or NDP. They were saying right now that predictions are in that if the votes were to go the way they think they're going to go, each party, Liberal and NDP, stand to only have about 2 or 3 seats per each party when this is all said and done. Pierre Poilievre is going to get a super majority. That's dangerous, but it's still great. And I, for one, am calling for it because Pierre's going to axe the tax. He's going to lower our income taxes, hopefully build the homes and cut through red tape. He's going to get rid of the immigrants, the crime. Who's
What other
ready?
slogans does he have?
Who's ready? $5 super chat. Merry Christmas, hosers, from Bryce. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I want to highlight this. Sorry, Derek, we're losing our sense of humor after 9 years. But that's why, look, I'm trying to pump it up. Enjoy your holidays this year. Enjoy Christmas. Enjoy the end of the year knowing he's finished. Get that sense of humor back. Have a laugh. Better days aren't just on the horizon. They're here. They're already here. He's cut off at the legs. He can't pass any bills. He can't do anything. He can't win. We're winning. We won. We won. Mr. Steal Your Blocks, $5 super chat. We need some serious election reform in this country, top to bottom. Strip the whole thing down and start over.
100%.
I fully agree with that. I mean, Reg even says it. Who isn't ready? Who isn't ready? Let's go. LFG. Trudeau, you're fired. You're fired. You're gone. You're weak. You're pathetic. He's out. He's out. Wrap him up in a bow. Send him to Gitmo. He's gone. Now, I want to see an election called rather than a resignation.
Yes.
That was the whole point of that. I was going to get into with that joke. We don't want him to resign. I want to see his ass get beat so bad in an election. So bad that we can replay the results over and over and over again and laugh like little girls until our nether bits fall off. Canadian guy with a $5 super chat. If you would like a guest on your channel, may I suggest American YouTuber Matt Christensen? I haven't heard of Matt, but Canadian guy, if you know Matt Christensen and have a way of getting a hold of him, tell him to reach out via email, unacceptablefringeyt@gmail.com. I'd be happy to take a look at his stuff and maybe have him on the show. CBC people will be knocking on your door for a job. They're not going to be. They're not going to be. Let's talk about the CBC drama. Because yesterday...
It's been a wild week.
It's been a very wild week. We've been talking with lawyers. We've been talking with fellow YouTubers. 2 days ago, there was a live stream on the channel. We were talking a lot about what happened with the CBC, essentially not just striking the same videos that got struck for other YouTube channels like Northern Perspective, the Elevate Podcast, any of those channels, Moose on the Loose, any of these guys, the Pleb, everybody was struck down for live streaming Monday's question period when the fall economic statement update was coming out.
Not allowed out there.
Yeah, CBC claiming rights on these things.
Testing waters.
I think what they were doing, and I think what was trying to happen here, and we had a town meeting, a town hall meeting that was organized amongst YouTubers to sit down amongst the larger groups and talk about how we were going to proceed against the CBC for what has happened. Now, I'm not going to talk about what was discussed in that meeting. A lot of good things were brought up in that meeting. A lot of good things were discussed. And it's good to know that as a community, we've all got each other's backs. Now, that being said,
but everybody had put up such a stink that day because you had a video, everybody had a video about it, that the CBC pulled their claims.
The CBC, while we were having this meeting, all of a sudden, people were noticing, hey, we didn't have to appeal these videos anymore. The claims have been removed. So the CBC panicked and started removing every claim from every content creator, big channel, small channel, you name it. Any claims they made on any of those videos immediately pulled. Jason with a $6.99 super chat. Reality, Turd is still PM and January 7th, 27th is a long time away in politics. But there's nothing, what I'm getting at is that there's nothing that can happen. Trudeau can't put any more bills in place. He can't sign anything off. He can't do anything. Like, think about the carbon tax that's going to go up in April. We're not going to hit it. We're not going to get there. We'll have an election before that happens. We're going to save our money. Isn't this good? Isn't this great? Back to the CBC. Back to the CBC. The CBC crapped their pants, started removing everybody's copyright claims. Pleb celebrating, hey, we won. We created such a shitstorm online. It's like Elon Musk says now, you are the media. Media that is government funded, media that is funded by our tax dollars for the purpose of getting out information. Elevate Podcast said it best. You know, when we grew up, it was, you can trust the CBC. You know, Peter Mansbridge.
Well, people watch the news because you could trust the news.
Hockey Night in Canada. Like, the CBC was there. Now people just, it's a bad taste in everybody's mouth. And common Canadians who have full-time jobs, who just want to discuss politics, are now in control of the news. We're in control of the media.
The waters, though, because when the election comes up, when it does, because we all know it's happening next year, spring or fall, they're going to come back at you guys 100%. They're going to take whatever they can. This was a test.
This was a test to see if they could push us out, if they could muscle us out. This was the start. When people say, what's the worst that could happen at a Bill C-63? This was the start of it. False claims. Now, don't think for a second that us YouTubers, content creators, however you want to put it, political journalists are going to let the CBC get away with this. Again, no. I'm not going to discuss what was...
Nothing's being let down.
Nothing is being let down.
But this was them testing the waters, and they're going to come back.
There are plans in place. We will discuss those at a later date. Again, I'm not going to discuss what went on in that meeting.
Only because things are in the works. It's not something...
What I will discuss, Marika, becoming a new member.
You're never going to say it right, ever.
Marika. I did it on purpose. Marika becoming another member of the Patriots Club. Thank you, Marika. I appreciate that. Who will form the opposition? I'm not sure. That's honestly, we're not going to see a majority to the likes of anything that we're going to see with Pierre. So I'm not sure how they're going to run it. But when it comes to the CBC, we're not going to let the CBC get away with what they've done. There again, we've been talking with lawyers. All of us have legal representation. We're going to do what we have to do. And it's not over for the CBC. Them dropping the claims are not in for the CBC. For anybody who doesn't know, if I were to go and say, go onto the Plebs channel and say, hey, you showed this video that I showed, I own the copyright to that because I put it out first. That's a false copyright claim.
Yep.
It's against YouTube's terms of service. And what happens when you go against false claims? Well, you get a strike. 3 strikes, you're out. So if they get multiple strikes, this could potentially take CBC News off of YouTube. They messed up.
Trying to remove you from YouTube.
They messed up big time. MJW of $5 super chat. What's the new info on the CBC copyrights? The CBC should lose their channel for the false claims. We should follow up on that. Yes, we will be bringing up-to-date news for you guys when that comes. Again, can't discuss what went on in this meeting.
But I mean, right now, all the claims on all the channels have been reversed, and nothing's. I mean,
you have to understand that the reason we're not going to talk about it is that the CBC watches these channels, right? We don't want them to know what's coming their way.
We don't want them to know our secrets.
We don't want them to know what we've talked about, what we've discussed, what our rights are, what their rights are. This is lawfare, and we're going to bat. So in some level of representation, we're going to bat.
But don't think that
we're not putting it away. We're not saying that's good. They pulled it. Let's move on. Yeah. Reg with the $5 super chat. Let us find joy that the end of the storm is in sight.
Yes.
We've passed the eye of it. We're at the end of it. It's so good. I'm so happy to be here tonight talking about this. Christmas came early. What the CBC was essentially doing was trying to muscle us out. You think about this again. When we talk about the next election and people saying, well, it's not coming, they know too that the election is coming. They know it's here. They're trying to muscle out independent YouTubers to claim copyrights because if YouTube allows it, they have control over the narrative in the next election. Think about what happened when Donald Trump ran against Biden in 2020. Facebook was suppressing stories. They suppressed the laptop stories. Social media,
everything.
Social media was against Donald Trump, and it harshly affected his campaign, not to mention a plethora of other things that added up into a little bit of shenanigans in that election. But if the CBC, CTV, Global News, if they all controlled the narrative on YouTube, where people get their news now, that's a whole different ballgame. But what's good to see about it are channels like Northern Perspective, this channel, The Pleb, Elevate Podcast, This Guy's Garage, Portuguese Pie, all these channels have stepped up to bat, and it has scared the shit out of the CBC. They're trembling. They're weak. They're done. We won. Carson El Gringo Grande.
You just like saying
I love it. $5 super chat. Seeing as they reversed the CBC claims, did you get Remo? Oh, did you get it removed from the videos? Yeah, everything's off the videos. Everything's off our videos, off everybody's videos. There is no more restrictions on people's videos. Snatch saying CBC has endless funds for lawsuits. It's your money. And that's true. And again, I can't discuss where we're headed. Once we know a clear direction, I'll be updating you guys. Arthur, okay, $5 super chat. Tiffany, Derek, man, I'm glad to be home. Just got out of the Foothills Hospital after 2 weeks stay. Just got home, saw your live stream and feed. Arthur, I hope you're all right. Welcome into the stream. It's great to have you here. Ingrid, thank you for the $5 super chat. This was a win. This shows that we're winning the battle. It's over. We have control. We're the media. They're cooked. If you guys want to get your news from Unacceptable Fringe, if you want to get it from the Pleb, if you want to get it from Northern, if you want to get it from Jasper, you're free to get it there now. Yep. When Pierre gets in, he's going to reverse C63. We're going to see less restrictions on people. We're going to see vocalization return. We're going to see opinions return. We're going to see everybody coming back. Canada's back. We're back. Pierre made it very clear today. We need a leader who can negotiate with Trump. We need a leader who can bring this country out of the darkness that it currently sits in.
I mean, Trump is purposely pissing off Trudeau because he can.
They are. And Snatch has a good point. The chat is full of flight tonight. Guys, here's my real Christmas gift to you. It wasn't that joke video. Let's hear what you guys are excited for. I want to hear from you tonight. I'm going to give you guys control of the stream. What you guys want to talk about, throw it in the chat. We've discussed Trudeau. We've discussed the end. He's going for his walk in the snow. It's 5 days to Christmas. Let's give you guys control of the stream. Throw up in the chat your questions, what you want to talk about, what you're excited for. Let's celebrate this stream on winning. We are winning. Get it in here. Let's start getting into the positive comments. Let's have a fun, free stream here. Freedom for all. Energy Freak. The world knows Trudeau is weak.
They know he's a joke.
No, he can't, OCD. He can't. Fight, fight, fight is coming indeed. Merry Christmas, Canadians. Merry Christmas to you too, Jesse. Welcome in. Great to have you. I abandoned the mainstream media long before the turd. Well, there you go. Amazing it took Trump to threaten this weak government to crumble. All it took, ladies and gentlemen, was a tariff threat. And they crumbled like a cheap house of cards.
Yeah.
You all have such unacceptable views, and that's what makes us Canadian. That's what makes us part of this small fringe minority. I hate to break it to anybody as we're hitting 700 viewers in this stream. We're the large fringe majority now. The majority has Canada.
Power in numbers.
Power in numbers. We're getting it. Reg, I like getting my news from the best, The Fringe. There's no better channel on this platform than The Fringe. Let me tell you, they're the best. I've seen other channels. I've seen other channels on this platform, none like The Fringe. They're amazing. Trudeau's going for his walk in the snow. He's fired. It's over. Pierre Poilievre has a sack of nuts on him. He can negotiate. We're going to give him a break on the tariffs. We're going to make America great again. We're going to make Canada great again. Better days are coming.
I mean, him joking about Canada becoming the 51st state is really pissing Trudeau off.
It's
like,
pissing a lot of people off.
He's so mad about it. And he just keeps pushing it and pushing it.
LJ, love your outfit. Oh my God. Oh, well, it's the only time of year. Mrs. Fringe does look great. It's the only time of year I can look like a fat guy and get away with it. What do we got here? I'm excited to see news on Facebook again. Gross. Come get the news here. Don't go to the Zuck. Come on. Come on. I want a bloody election more than anything, and I want to be able to afford living in Canada.
Yes.
Night of Falima, your wish is granted.
I am so tired of being poor.
It's coming. I will no longer be controlled by the government making my own goods. There you go. Good for you. Good for you. Where do we go? Where do we go? Let's talk about the good old Halo 2 days. No, come on. Not everybody here is into video games. We're not going to do that tonight.
Do you like video games?
I don't play video games. Come on. Don't be crazy. I'm loving Trump playing cat and mouse with the Trudy.
It is very entertaining.
Justin Trudeau for Christmas. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
And him Trudeau trying to bat one back. It's so funny because he's just so piss poor at it.
I'm excited to not be depressed.
I am with you.
That comment wins the internet
Yes.
today, ladies and gentlemen. That comment wins the internet. We're all happy to not be depressed. Mike saying, Merry Christmas, Mr. and Mrs. Fringe. Love you guys. We love you as well. No homo. But thank you. Thank you for being here. Yeah, we got to throw in the jokes. This is a joking channel. We're not serious here. We don't do that here. Welcome in. I'm going to get to that one, but hold on. Brandon saying it's been 9 years. Today is the day where we know we will have some real changes that we have that we've needed.
Finally, we see an end in sight.
It's Trudeau. It's Trudeau.
Trudeau.
One of the big announcements I forgot to make at the beginning of the stream, and I kind of touched on it the other night. Legal issues have been taken out of the way with the Young Kids Guide to Grooming. It's coming back, ladies and gentlemen. We're taking it back. It's coming back to Kindle Publishing. We're just waiting for them to put it back up on the store. So anybody who missed that book before it was pulled, it's coming back, baby. It's back. Go and grab your copies. Enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll be doing, again, a prompt video when it does become available so that people are fully aware it's available again. Trump 2.0. Hopefully Elon finds out about this. He would like nothing better than to get involved, probably. If you're talking about the CBC, I would love Elon to say, you know what, Canadians don't fund the CBC anymore. I'm going to buy it. And I'm going to control
Oh, how
the
wonderful
CBC.
would that be?
Hey, maybe we could get a job. Maybe we could get our own show on there.
Yes.
Fringe News. Fringe News. I'll just sit there saying they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats.
Then Trump would come out.
Did you hear that Trump offered Trudeau a job as a ball washer? Well, he does like handling balls. That's for sure.
He's
I'm sure
very good at
he'd be
it.
very good juggling balls around.
Jagmeet can, give him a kudos for that.
Diane Sylvain, $13.99 super chat. Marxist fake news and fake PM all exposed this week. We are winning. You ain't going to stick. You're going to
You're going to get sick of winning.
get sick of winning, as Trump says. Sorry, there was a little bit in there. Autocorrect must have gotten in the way. Do the accent. You're gonna get sick of winning. You're gonna hate it. It's over. Justin Trudeau, you're fired. You're fired. Marika, I'm excited to have our freedom back. Excited for the election. It's near my birthday. 2025 will be the best new year.
Let's
Happy
hope it's our year.
early birthday.
This was not our year. Next year.
This is our year. 2025. 2025. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. We're getting it back. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
He's wearing his Santa pants.
Are you wearing pants under that outfit? Oh.
Santa pajama pants.
I should have said throw in a $50 super chat and I'll show you. I'll show you what's underneath this coat, my friend. Santa's sack. I'm kidding. Come on. There's too many good Christmas jokes. Low-hanging fruit.
You're
I had
so
to.
dirty tonight.
I had to. I'm in a good mood. Our prime minister's getting fired. He's fired. Let's go. He better get heckled everywhere he goes. He already is. He already is. We call him Justine in the U.S. Don't pay him that kind of homage. Call him weak. Call him weak.
Coward.
Yeah, call him a coward. Don't call him Justine. That's nice. I want our citizens to be able to defend themselves again. It's coming. It's a nice feeling not to feel on the defensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4 years minimum, guys, of being on the winning team. We're winning bigly in Canada. And Donald Trump's a nice man.
He would never say that.
Trump is a nice man.
Oh, Trump is.
I'm
thinking Trudeau.
Canadian guy, $2 super chat. We're winning like Charlie Sheen. We're by winning. It's coming. I'm a single mom. I found an affordable 2-bedroom for me and my kiddo just in time for Christmas.
Oh, that's awesome. That is amazing.
I am so happy to hear that. Congratulations. Wonderful, wonderful news. Enjoy your Christmas for you and your kid. I hope everything works out the way you guys want it to this Christmas. That just makes my day. Love that comment. I'm excited to see people who are optimistic. Well, this is the right place. This is the right place. Our community, we have the best community on Facebook. I keep saying, we were just talking about Facebook. It's in the back of my mind now. YouTube. Canadian girl, fight. We need to get our Canada back.
Yes.
It is back. We are back.
Fight.
People keep asking about Justin Trudeau. Is it true? Is it true? In the words of Peter Venkman, yes, it's true. This man has no dick. Let's go. As a retired person, no carbon tax would be great on my gas bill.
100%.
T, I can't wait to get there. My husband Charles and I are very excited about this news, says Ingrid. Of course it is.
I know my mom would love to retire this year.
Last night, I wanted to give myself made. Not tonight. I'm so happy. Life is worth living now.
It definitely is worth living,
Jesse. It always was worth living. These kind of communities are the reason for living, knowing that Canada still exists, even in the darkest corners. It's still here. We're still around. We're not eating dogs. We're not eating cats. Trudeau's fired.
Light at the end of the tunnel.
Carson, El Gringo Grande, with another $5 super chat. Did you get monetized for the video? Sorry about that stupid autocorrect. Yes, we got remonetized All monies have been returned to the Fringe. Happy to see that. The CBC can suck it. Sorry, they're probably going to claim copyright on that. CBC, sorry, they own the media now. They own us. They probably own my arcades. I was actually going to make T-shirts that said "owned by the CBC" or "copyright of the CBC."
You should. Oh my God, you have so many good ideas.
A lot
today.
of people wouldn't get the joke though.
There's going to be a whole bunch of new stuff in the store.
The Albertarian. I'm excited to have hope again.
Yes.
Like, you mean like Superman? The S? S stands for hope. Hope starts with an H, Superman. That Batman video was killer. Charlie Sheen is actually awesome.
Yes.
I like Charlie Sheen. He's a great guy. Talk about the crazy guy who called for Death to Canada, Christmas, Jewish people. Why do we got to talk about them? We're talking about happy things right now.
Good things.
Good things.
Merry Christmas.
You know what? That person's spending their Christmas upset because Justin Trudeau is getting fired.
Yeah.
He's gone. There, we talked about it. That maple syrup and hockey. There you go.
Hosers.
I gave up on the mainstream media as well over 10 years ago now. Well,
I did too. I stopped watching the news when I couldn't stop crying about it.
The cord.
Yeah.
Cut the cord. I thought Parliament was already in prorogue. Well, it basically is. They haven't officially declared it, but
yeah, but they're not going to come back.
They can't. Like, essentially, when the Speaker of the House said there will be no further proceedings until you hand over documents to the RCMP,
that's what it was done.
They didn't have to prorogue at that point. They just said, okay, well, we won't hand over documents. That's it. So technically, it is. It's not. It's gray area. Gray area. It's tremendous. It's huge. It's huge.
Is Trudeau's birthday really on December?
On December 25th, unfortunately.
Oh.
Unfortunately. The tariffs get pulled when Trudeau is gone. Trump said he would get rid of Trudeau.
Yeah.
And he did. Can that man come to Canada and do some rallies?
Yes, please.
Please?
Come on the show.
This comment wins the internet today. This one right here. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to have a big head over anything.
Don't want to get penisy over it?
Don't get... Nice shot, kid. Don't get penisy. Trump isn't screwing around. No, and that's why I love him.
Yeah.
That's why I love him. Defund the CBC and defund the École Polytechnique. Yeah, get rid of them all. They're all gone. They're all gone. In fact, Janice Irwin, or as I call her, Napoleon Dynamite, was complaining in Alberta today because Danielle Smith, you hear me talking about the NGOs, you hear me talking about wasted money. Danielle Smith just cut funding to a whole schwack of NGOs that handle the homelessness in this country in order to direct funds to better areas to actually assist with the homelessness. One of the things I've been talking about doing for a long time when I was running for mayor. And Janice Irwin's complaining. Oh, those people that do nothing and getting paid for it are going to be out of a job. Well, good news. Danielle Smith's allocating some money to help them out when they're homeless.
Yeah.
So there you go. There you go. I like the way you are tonight. More aggressive. That's good, man.
He's very excited.
I'm excited.
Were you sniffing something before you started the stream?
No,
tonight?
Trudeau took my supply.
You're
we're all
Christopher Freeland took your supply.
We're all in a good mood because Trudeau's going. Carrie's saying, I love your Trump. It's the best. I've seen some good Trumps on this platform, but none of them like yours. Truly the best. Thank you so much.
It didn't start with Trudeau. You're correct. It started with the truckers. Yes. And Trudeau's...
it started with the truckers, but what I'm saying
Trump's
is
gonna
that
finish this.
The truckers got the restrictions removed. The truckers got people to open their eyes. What I'm saying is that
for Canada to
people
feel
had been calling for elections for months. And there was nothing. Everybody, you guys remember videos where you kept saying, what can we do? What can happen in this country to get some aggressive push to just get this election called? Pierre is crippled. He can't get the votes. He can't get anything done. Trump comes in and says 25% tariff. And the dollar plummets.
You want me to screw with you? I'll screw with you.
And everything falls apart. Like a wonderful symphony. More waking up all the time. And it's so glorious.
It's wonderful.
I love winter, says Julia. I just want lots of snow for Christmas. I love when it snows Christmas morning. You wake up, your kids are fighting with each other, knocking each other's teeth out.
We're yelling at
screaming,
each other.
People are trying to find batteries for toys, but you take a look outside and the trees are gently frosted and snow is falling from the sky, and you say life can't be too bad when you can live like this. Those are the days. Those are the days.
You just stole your dad's line.
Canada 51st state. There we go. Should I dust off my whiskey bottle now, or should I wait until after the election?
Wait till after the election.
Nah, go full bore. It's the holidays. Dust it off.
I've got how many bottles of vodka sitting up in our cupboard right now?
Yeah, we got a lot. We don't drink.
No.
I might start.
And I keep getting
I
a
might
collection.
start. The Festivus has begun. The airing of the grievances hasn't started yet, but we're going to get there. Not on this stream, though.
No.
Kippy, we got to talk about Canada Food Guide. It is upside down. It's making us all sick. Start with carnivore and go full reset on your diet. 90 days carnivore. Let's go. If you can afford that, Kippy, best of luck. I know a lot of people
to be able to afford hamburger these days.
Yeah. Lizzie, $5 super chat. Tips for pretty decent Trump impression. That's the best. I've seen a lot of super chats on this channel tonight, but that one is the best. Believe me.
Good Lord.
I want to be Texas 2.0. I want Texas to be Canada 2.0. Let's strive to be better than Texas. How about that? Thank you, CB. Appreciate the comment. Don't we want to be better than everybody else? Can you imagine the powerhouse that we're going to be when Pierre's in office? And we can drill our oil, we can get our products to market, liquid natural gas, our farmers can get product out, our lumber products can get out. All of our GDP is going to soar. This is where I say we're back.
We're back, baby.
We're back. Rebel News was the only media at Pierre's rally in Montreal. That's the way it should be. Good.
He should be bringing you guys in, honestly.
They should bring us in.
Yep.
Arthur saying you're all the very best YouTube community on YouTube.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Honk honk. Trudeau gets PTSD every time he sees a Canadian goose.
Was that why he's changing? Oh no.
Gimster says, I want the commies out of our home. They're leaving. The K-stands, the commies, the gimmigrints, they're all going. They're all getting the boot. GTFO. When is the election going to be called? According to Jagmeet Singh, as soon as Parliament resumes at the end of January. Now, again, people saying, well, I'll believe it when I see it. I understand why everybody...
I'm one of those people.
I get why people take that stance. But you don't understand the importance of the fact that he issued it in letter form from the Parliament today. He can't go back on that. If he does, people say, well, he can. Yeah, he can technically. But his party is history.
I think his party's a joke.
Yeah, but they're history.
Nobody's going for the NDP anyway.
He'll literally walk out into the streets and someone will take him out. You can't do that. You see how mad people got when I joked with that video at the beginning of the stream? Think about if Jagmeet says, I'm not actually going to vote no confidence.
Yeah, but he's gone against his boyfriend before and then went right back to it.
Carrie says, I'm 62 and I play video games. Well, nobody's perfect, Carrie, but you're pretty close. You're pretty close. Much Joy says, hoity-toity-toy. I got a little bit of Irish in me here. Welcome into the stream.
That was horrible. Do your Trump.
Hoity-toity. You don't like me Irish?
No, I don't.
Get that Justin Trudeau out of the House of Commons and get him to stop fucking around with our tax dollars.
No.
No?
Sorry. No.
Let's go. Let me get caught up in the chat. The girl says, oh my God, thanks for the Trump impression. Okay, guys, I'm gonna scroll past a lot of stuff, but what I can't is Arthur Ok's $5 super chat here. Merry Christmas, y'all. You got the very best YouTube community. Thank you, Derek and Tiffany, for creating your channel.
Thank you.
Thank you. The channel will stay. One thing we're gonna do in the new year. Man, we were way behind on the chat. Arthur OK with another. You missed my last super chat. This is the very best community on YouTube. There you go. We were way back in the chat trying to get on everybody's comments.
We didn't miss it. We just were far behind.
It's moving so fast. I almost missed Canadian guys. $5 super chat. He wants to help Canadians. He sounds about as senile as Joe Biden.
Yes.
he's going to get some help. He's going to get some help of his own. Did I miss any other super chats? I did. Arthur, okay. You missed
We
my two
did
last
miss
super
it. We were
chats.
just
Now we
behind.
haven't. The Gimster. Elon removed 80% of Twitter staff when he bought it, and it will only go better. You should tell Pierre how to get her done and implement it here. Yes. Arthur, don't worry about it. You got to stop. I'll get to your chats. I promise. I'm getting caught up. Lizzie girl, 20 super chat. I'm even going to give Lizzie the Trump again. You guys really are the best. A lot of my faves, Canadians and Americans, they're hard to watch sometimes. It feels like they're struggling with fame a little. But you've done consistently grounded yourself the whole time. Thank you. You're the best, believe me. Call Fifi. Thank you, Lizzie, for the super chat. I appreciate that so much. We're caught up in the chat, so now I can see the chat scrolling. It's moving so fast. Dustin Ellis, $2 super chat. He will change his mind if Trudeau leaves. There you go. Bad anger management. My brother.
Thank you, brother.
My brother. Coming into the stream with a $139 super chat. This is why I love my family. This is why I'm moving to Spruce Grove. My brother's always got my back. One of the greatest guys. He's one of the best people I've ever met, believe me. I only have a couple of brothers, but he's one of my best. He's one of the best.
Go up.
He's huge. Where?
Sorry.
Mrs. Fringe is gorgeous. Derek, not so much. It's okay. Hey, Robert, listen. Let's go to the bar. $50. You might start to think I look okay. Okay? We just got a big super chat there. I could get you drunk enough, I might start to look good. You don't know. You don't know. Okay? Let's just simmer down a bit. That's a great brother you have. Yes. And I'm proud of him. Served in the military. Thank you for your service. Amazing super chat at Christmas time. You need, you need new glasses. We're not getting new glasses. Come on.
They are new glasses.
Where did you two meet? We met in high school. I told the story. A lot of people missed it. So let's go over it again because it's Christmas. I was in high school during lunch hour, spring. You were wearing a black skirt with roses on it.
I still have it. It's in the closet.
And like a blackish, almost like it's not a turtleneck, but like
shirt.
Yeah. And I was talking to some of my friends and I seen Tiffany walk by and she gave this scowl look that she has. You can feel it through the phone like the Jedi Force when you've done something wrong.
You get it a lot.
I get it a lot.
A lot.
She gives that scowl a lot. I've seen some scowls in my time, but none like this. She's the best. Gave me this scowl. And I will not be light on the language. I said, who is that? That girl's a knockout. And somebody needs to F that look off of her face, and I'm going to do it. And that was the start of the chaos. And I immediately went, I dated your friend.
You did.
Just so I could get to know Tiffany because a little shy.
And she was one of those girls that doesn't talk to her friends when she's dating somebody. So you didn't.
And it drove me nuts.
And I broke up with you for her.
Yep.
And that's
a fun
how we
time.
started talking.
No fake chimney behind you, no wreath, no Christmas, no candy canes. What is this? Merry Christmas. All the best 2025. Luca, no, you know what we did get for candy canes? I went to a store the other day and picked up. I got Steve these little tiny Air Jordan shoes because he was dancing around in the store.
Lots of curse words coming from the wife at work yesterday.
Loved his Jordans, so we bought him some Air Jordans for fun. But then I ran into a store that had Kool-Aid candy canes. Love them. I've had a lot of candy canes, but none like Kool-Aid. They're the best.
It's a lot of sugar for me. I tried one today.
Arthur, $5 super chat. I got to know, Derek, how's Dragon's Lair doing? Getting bumped live stream after live stream.
Coming up tonight.
Dragon's Lair's coming up tonight, Arthur.
Coming up tonight.
So anyways, so I dated Tiffany's friend. I avoided her for like 3 months because I didn't want to hang around with her when I found out she was one of these girls that wouldn't. I kept saying, who's that Tiffany friend of yours? You should call her. We should hang out with her sometime. It never happened.
No.
And then Tiffany one day, I think she got so sick of me asking to hang out with you that she sent you over to me and you were like, she's not interested in you anymore. And I was like,
with you.
Thank God, we should hang out sometime. And that was history.
No, you played the wounded boy.
Well, yeah, everybody loves sympathy. All girls just, oh, can I take care of you? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm sorry you're having a good time. And I was just going like this.
Yes.
It's like, yes.
You were.
Yes.
But how many times did you ask me out before I finally said yes? Like, it
Twice.
took a while.
Twice.
No.
I got it just lickety split. It's have a drink. I haven't had a drink in over 4 years. I haven't had a drink since my mom passed. I can't. Let me go. Love at first sight on one end.
Yeah.
On one end. But it's funny because Tiffany always finds it funny that, like, I've got a photographic memory.
God.
I remember what she was wearing. I remember what time of day it was.
I still have that skirt. You know that, right?
I remember the conversation, everything.
I remember nothing. I barely remember what I ate 2 hours ago. I have the worst memory. So it sucks having you.
Is it only YouTube for work? I'm assuming you're asking, is that all we do?
Him, yes.
For me, yes. When we had our kids, the first kid, when we had my daughter Harley, we sent her to daycare, and we both went through a friend.
Yeah, it did go well.
It didn't go very well, but we sent her to daycare, and then we kept our jobs. When we had our second kid, Wade, you went nuts on mat leave. And then there was a talk near the end where she just said, look, I'm not a homebody. I have my career. I went to college. I love my job in oil and gas. I want to go back to work, but I don't want to pay for daycares. I don't trust them. And not only that, we can't afford them.
No.
And then this was
It
back.
was either you go to work and your whole check goes to daycare, or you stay home.
It was at that time. So that was what, 2016.
Yeah.
Going into 2017. And daycare in Calgary at that time was going to run just over $2,000 a month.
Yep.
For both kids to go to daycare. So we said, look, we'll have a couple $100 left over every month for going to work, but why go to a job just to pay for daycare? If I can be at home, the kids can have us at home. They can have somebody at home so that if they come home sick from school, if they need anything, somebody's there. I said to Tiff, if you want your career, I'll stay home with the kids. And I've been home ever since. And
yeah, because we just kept having kids.
We had Steve after that, and it's just, well, here we go. So
it's like, oh, Wade's going into school full time. Nope, we're gonna have another baby.
Yep. So YouTube is where I make my living, as well as Amazon with the books and everything else. But this is it for me. And Mrs. Fringe's job. Carol, the $5 super chat. Great show tonight. Love the two of you. Merry Christmas, Derek and Tiffany and family. Merry Christmas to you as well. Wesley Snipes, coming in with a member of his re-up on the Patriots Club. Merry Christmas, everyone. Same to you, my friend. Thank you for re-upping in the Patriots Club. I love being at home with my kids. I love being at home with Steve.
Most days.
There's days where he's a little bit of a handful, but there's days where he comes downstairs. I'll be down here maybe working on a video because he loves playing like Roblox and all these things like his big brother. So he'll jump off and come down here. What are you doing, Dad? And he'll just give in with the hugs. And as soon as you get the hugs, it's like, I don't need to work anymore. I'm just gonna spend my day with my kid. I love it.
He's pretty lovable.
I love it. Derek does only Fringe. We should start a site. Only Fringe.
No. And what would you put on there?
Would you guys get an OF account? Maybe that's what we should call our membership.
A banana hammock under the Santa suit.
Maybe we don't have the Patriots Club anymore. Maybe we call it Only Fringe.
Oh, that would be horrible. No one wants to see that.
Brandon, can you PM me? I'll send $100.
Yes.
No, you don't have to send me money.
No. Send us an email so we know where to PM you.
Oh my God, Only Fringe, the spiciest political takes out there. There you go. Maybe that's what we'll call a show. I'll sit here in tight clothing and be like, "Hi, welcome to Only Fringe." I'll sit in a hot tub.
No, have the camera only show from like the neck down.
From the neck down. If you guys want to see more, you're gonna have to pay it into my Only Fringe. We'll do hot tub streams.
Oh my God, no!
Only cringe. There you go.
That would be the hot tub stream.
There you go.
Only cringe.
No one wants to see Derek in a wading pool. Listen, maybe that'll be the threat. Pay into the Only Fringe if Derek gets in the pool.
Pay or I start stripping.
You're gonna pay up or I'm getting naked. It's happening. One of the two. It's
no.
Oh my Lord. You joke, but it's perfect for April 1st. There you go.
is.
Well,
There you
yeah,
go.
we'll be doing something different
Okay,
for April
so
Fools
April
this year.
1st, only cringe. You need to start out in the hot tub
Oh, I don't think so.
on our hot tub stream tonight.
Welcome to the hot tub. We got lots of hot topics to talk about. Hot tub question period streams. There you go. We got Brandon saying fight against the CBC. Oh, the $100 to fight against the CBC. Is that what you're saying? No. Here's the thing. I'll say the same thing. Hey, Arthur, listen. You don't have to crush my ego. You could just say it's not your thing. Okay?
He wants to see the Dragon's Lair strip.
Fringe After Dark. There you go.
I like only Fringe.
There you go. Maybe we'll make only Fringe t-shirts.
Yes!
That would be funny.
Oh my God.
We'll do it like the OnlyFans logo. It'll be great. We'll do an only Fringe shirt, like a limited edition. It's we'll do something along those lines. No, here's the thing about the CBC, and I've said it before. If I'm going to do anything, guys, I've already spoken with lawyers. I've already taken care of everything. Anything that moves forward at this point, we'll figure it out. I am not putting that on anybody. I am not going to crowdfund anything. It's on my own 2 feet, my own steam.
We'll sell the house.
I'll sell my arcades at my house. We'll set up a GoFundMe. We'll do all these things. No, yeah. We're gonna sell the house. It's we're taking care of it. We're taking care of it. But I appreciate the offer. Again, we have the greatest community on the platform.
Yes, we do.
And I know that if it ever came to it, if I ever was the kind of person to come and say, guys, I need some help, guys, we're screwed, I know for no shadow of a doubt you guys would be there. I appreciate that. Greatly appreciate that. But I would rather Amazon and YouTube pay me, and I'll use those funds to do what I got to do.
See, they're begging you. No streams in the hot tub.
I can buy merch. At least the postal workers are working. There you go.
I finally got my package from November. I was so excited.
Get something for your money. Go and get some books on Amazon. Give them out as gifts. So I guess it's a little late now, but pick up any of our books over on Amazon. Pick up some merch. What is it they used to say on Parks and Rec? Treat yourself.
Yes.
Treat yourself. Diane treating herself. $100 super chat. This is what our country is. Should we do it in Trump? This is what our country is. Preamble in the Charter, whereas Canada is founded upon principles that recognize the supremacy of God and the rule of law. This is not a communist country. Righteousness, prosperity, and freedom. Prayers answered, extra for the kids. Diane, thank you so much for the $100 super chat. You're the best, believe me. There will be no eating of dogs or eating of cats this holiday season.
Hot tub chat is CBC copyright.
Hot tub chat is CBC copyright. Well, then I'm definitely doing it.
Yes, it's happening.
It's happening. It's happening. God, only Fringe. My God.
Do a bubble bath, man.
Do a bubble bath. Bubbles by Fringe or like bubble bath bubble?
The bubbles, so it covers everything.
Oh, okay. Oh my God, my wife and I are dying of laughter tonight. Bye-bye, JT. Go late night Fringe. Bryce, thank you so much for the comment. You guys are doing great tonight. This is great. These are the kind of streams I like.
This is good.
This is a great way to wrap up the year, to wrap up Christmas.
We still have one more show before the end of the year.
We do, but putting it all in a little bow here and saying
this is our Christmas one. The New Year's one, we'll pull out.
Let's have a good time tonight.
Millions of bottle of vodka we have up there. Watch Miss Fringe get drunk.
International man of mystery. There's nothing mysterious about this man. Let me tell you.
No.
Heavy Duty Country did a T-shirt that said "Only Guns." It was huge for us. It was huge. Only Fringe might be a good merch choice. Absolutely.
Well, you thought of one earlier too that I want you to do as well.
Oh, the tinfoil hats. Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. You guys been in the eggnog? No, gross. Yuck. That's nasty. It's nasty. That's just nasty. I could say it like King Candy. Oh my God, that's terrible. You don't get into the eggnog.
It's not pink, it's salmon.
It's not pink, it's salmon. It's clearly salmon. Have some candy. Get the Trailer Park Boys on. Oh my God, Justin Trudeau's leaving his fucking office there. I'm gonna go get my kitties. We're gonna have ourselves a ripper party. Sorry for the language, but Bubbles, you can't ignore the language if you're doing a good Bubbles. I'm gonna go get my green bastard suit on.
Although my brother-in-law does the best green bastard.
Well, he knows
He does.
Well, Mike Smith.
He knows his brother.
He knows his brother.
Yeah.
He was at a wedding.
He was at his brother's wedding.
His brother's wedding,
Yeah.
and Mike Smith was best man.
Yeah.
So he had Bubbles standing up there going, "All right, let's get you guys married. Let's go have another cheeseburger there, Randy." Drinking liberal tears. Get ready, guys.
Have that cup.
There's going to be no shortage of liberal tears once Trudeau's gone.
It's raining liberal tears.
Rachel Gilmore is going to be crying in her diaper. Miss Fringe mentioned vodka time for some Bloody Caesars.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Love me, Caesar.
Do it. Do it. Come on, do it. Marika, the TikToks will be coming. What was it Donald Trump said? I'm going to come. Have you guys ever seen that? The old, let's pull that up. Let's pull that up because it's hilarious. Let's have a laugh. Let's have a laugh. Where is it?
Don't come.
I think it's hilarious. If you guys haven't seen this, here's a little extra for Christmas.
You gotta share it.
We gotta share the screen. Here we go. Good old Donald. Here we go.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
I'm not finished.
Well, Kamala wouldn't have come if she didn't hear I was coming.
There you go. There you go. Some good old disgusting humor here on the Fringe. There you guys go. CBC will probably claim copyright on that, but that's okay. Mike Duggan says, I'm going to pee. Oh.
Wait, go up. Somebody agreed with me on something. Up.
Oh, where is it?
Here.
I agree with you, Tiffany. Trudeau's doing his tough, but he's got his crowd coward and flaggering everywhere. He goes and says, hard to take him seriously anymore. Well,
he's such
did we ever take him serious to begin with?
Such a joke. But I'm going to go on a negative rant.
Dude, you look like Bubbles on the side profile right now. Well, I'm going to go get my kitties then.
You need your kitties.
Where are we caught up yet? Are we caught up with the chat?
We are.
Everybody's having a good time.
Good.
Everybody's laughing. Everybody's laughing at our crass humor.
It's all you.
I've always said, some people don't get my humor. I have a very dark sense of humor. I can find laughter in pretty much everything. George Carlin used to say, I can't use the R word, but sexual assault or SA is not funny. There's nothing funny about it. It's a very traumatizing event, very serious. But try to imagine Porky Pig doing it to Elmer Fudd with a lawn dart. And all of a sudden, things get a little funnier, right? Like, it's all the context of how you look at the world and how you can look at things. I can find humor in just about anything. Carrie's saying, I love your humor. I appreciate that.
Sometimes I love your humor. Sometimes.
There was an old joke that I think I told it on this channel once before about the three guys who find the genie.
Yes.
One man's from Alberta, one's from Manitoba, one's from Quebec. And they find this lamp and they rub it and the genie comes out. And the genie says, since three of you found me, I'm going to give you each one wish. And the guy from Manitoba says, I want Manitoba to be as prosperous as Alberta. I want us to have resources. I want us to have money coming in. I want us to be one of the most prosperous provinces in the country. Genie says, okay, great. So he does that in Manitoba, all of a sudden prosperous, jobs everywhere. People are happy, looked after. And the guy from Quebec says, I'm going next, eh? So he steps up and he grabs the genie lamp and he says, I want you to take he started thinking about the wish from the guy from Manitoba. I want you to take the province of Quebec. I want you to put a 50-foot wall around the province. Nobody gets in, nobody gets out. Yeah. So the genie says, okay. So he puts a 50-foot wall around the province of Quebec, fencing it off from the rest of Canada. The guy from Alberta steps up and he says, nothing can get in, nothing can get out. And the genie says, that's correct. He says, good. My wish, fill it with water. Fill it with water. I'm sorry to all my Quebec viewers. It's
an old joke.
It's a West Canada joke. It's been around forever. It's not my joke.
No.
But it's funny. It'd be funny if you said it with any province. It's just, come on. I love my Quebec viewers. Love my Quebec viewers. Time and a place for everything. Sometimes I feel I married a cartoon character. That's the one thing Mrs. Fringe always says. And I'm so grateful for it. Like everybody always say, like Danielle Smith, the first time she came on the channel, like we'd touched base a little bit before she came on the channel, but when she came in and saw the arcade machines, she came in, her first words were, "Oh my God." And I thought, oh, great. We're not going to do the interview. And then she said, that is so awesome. And she says, I do interviews all the time. This is the first. I've never been on a channel.
She wants to come and play
with arcade machines in the back. I said, you're free to come over anytime. And she said, I might take you up on that. I would love to get video of Danielle Smith playing Donkey Kong Jr. in my arcade. But it's always, Mrs. Fringe has always said that one of the things she loves about good old Fringe here, and one of the reasons that I'm so happy to stay home with my kids, is she says, you are a big kid. You have the attitude of a kid. And when you need to be grown up, you can do the grown up stuff. But being a kid at heart, like Tiffany laughs whenever we go to the toy store and I'm buying Transformers and He-Man and all these things with the kids.
But I geek out on stupid things too.
You geek out on things, but she always says she loves that I'm a big kid. And I love that she allows me to do that. I'm grateful because I've seen some of my friends get married and the wives say, you're not allowed to do these things anymore, or it's childish, put it away. It's time to grow up. There's nothing wrong with having some fun in life, like we're doing tonight.
Life should be fun.
There's the one thing you should always consider, Tiffany, that you're very lucky to have me.
Am I?
You are. The Romanian Patriot decrees it. My dead nephew was a Trudeau body double. Oh, okay. I'm sorry for your loss.
Is that...
My husband tells me that my next husband will be normal. After him, there won't be a next. There you go.
I always tell you you're my favorite first husband, though.
There you go. Don't give anybody ideas in the chat.
No.
Everybody hit the thumbs up for both of them. More people need to see this. There you go. Thank you so much. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Why is Santa so jolly? Because he knows where all the naughty girls live, says JD. He knows where all the only Fringe people are. All the only Fringe members. Laughing boosts the immune systems. That probably explains why we never got the coof. Oh, okay. Faked. Okay, good.
Oh.
Good. That kind of caught me off guard. I'm not going to lie. Peter Pan syndrome, never grow up. Well, look, there's a time to grow up and there's a time to be serious. Yes. Well, Fringe here can be serious when it's necessary. But for the most part, yeah, I'm a big kid.
Backdoor Santa.
There you go. Bad anger management still doling out. It's $6.99 super chat. You're helping me with my basement in Spruce. Listen,
well, then you're helping me with my basement.
No, it'll fall apart. Don't do that. Yes, I'll help. We'll happily help. After that massive super chat, we have no choice. Canadian guy says, I think you missed my last super chat. Where is it? Yoda voice.
Oh.
Justin Trudeau. Gone he is. I can't do Yoda very good.
That's not horrible.
I can't do a good Yoda.
Oh, I love that, Carol. Growing old is mandatory. Growing up is optional.
There you go.
Yes.
That's good.
Who says you have to be boring?
A lot of people. They like their khakis and their golf shirts.
Your dad.
And... My old man used to sit there. Why can't you go get a nice pair of khakis?
Society.
Why can't you be a functioning member of society and join the working world?
I mean, people laugh when you wear pants because you just never wear pants.
I don't wear pants.
Ever.
I don't like them.
Shorts. Always.
Shorts.
No matter what the weather.
I moved here from Winnipeg. I can tell you right now in Calgary, I do not get cold. It doesn't happen. Not to mention my nerves are shot. But,
yeah, true.
But I don't get cold. I wear shorts all year round for the most part. And
You just like showing off your legs.
I do have nice legs. I'm not gonna lie. Even outside in the winter, yes, I get a lot of looks from the parents when I drop my kids off at school. Like, you're a madman, and it's like, well, I cover politics for a living, so there you go.
Come join the Only Fringe.
You wear shorts even in -30? Yes.
Yeah.
I had a man come by and film me in his car.
That was funny.
Driving past while I was shoveling my driveway because he couldn't believe it. It's no. So they do
He
freeze.
did a double take.
They do freeze. So when I was a kid, when I was growing up in Winnipeg, we used to cross. There were these man-made lakes in our community that were put in. We used to cross the lakes in the wintertime. People would skate on them, and it was a shortcut to get home. And one day it was a little nicer out. I fell through the ice, severe hypothermia, went into the hospital, was there for 2 weeks, under heating blankets, tons of screaming from my parents. But they told me, there's a good chance by what they've seen there was nerve damage. So I get cold, but I don't necessarily feel it as much.
I mean, there was one time you were outside -40 in your shorts. You were walking somebody home.
Drunk.
Yes.
They were drunk. They were drunk.
Nay, you were also
I was a little.
That's why you walked her home and not drove her home. And you were outside for like an hour and you came back and you had frostbite on your knees.
Yeah, so a friend came to visit and they just moved to the neighborhood. They didn't know where they were going, so I said, I'll walk you home. Can't drive.
Gentleman. And like a good wife that I am, I found the most painful way to cure you.
She said, jump in the shower, turned it on hot. My legs were starting to get frostbite, and that's when I could feel it.
You kind of deserved it.
That's when you could feel it.
Not gonna lie.
It's you're Mr. Freeze now. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
Oh my god.
Just put on some damn pants, Derek. Nah,
Never.
I let Mrs. Fringe wear the pants. There's a little joke.
And I do.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Say no more. Say no more. It's scary. You know what? It's just part of life. It happened. It's so yeah, so like parts of my fingers will get cold, but like my hands don't feel it, my arms don't feel it as much. Unless it's like really to the point of getting like frostbitten, then I can start to feel
Which
it.
is bad when the kids are outside and he's like, oh, it's not cold. It's like, you can't judge that.
No. No, my kids will be there. It's cold. I'm like, oh, shut up. It's not even close. It's not even close. I mean, it helped that as a kid, we used to play hockey in the wintertime in Winnipeg, -30. And the kids were always told, Mr. Fridge. The kids were always told, move faster on the ice, you'll stay warm. Congratulations, Tiffany, for wearing the pants, and Derek admits to it. There you go. I don't mind. I don't care. My wife, listen.
He knows who's in charge.
I would be a very lost man on this world without Mrs. Fringe, and I'm okay to admit
I've been raising this boy since I was 15.
Yep. I'm the very same, working on site here in Alberta, -40, no hat liner, no big FR winter coat, just FR hoodie. People looking at me like I'm crazy. There you go. Enjoy the on-site work. Does Tiffany give you an allowance? No, we do everything equal in this house. We don't, come on. Everything's equal. We look after each other. There's none of that. It's, you know what's funny? We had friends.
So not true.
Sure it is. How is it not true? You want to start a fight on stream? Is this the airing of the grievances for Festivus? You want to talk about this now?
Festivus for the rest of us.
I've got friends who got married and they do split bank accounts and things and I've always said, if that works for you, that's a great thing. Look, I have a friend who used to call me a wimp or whipped because I used to tell you, like I'd call you or like we'd talk to each other through the workday.
I mean, I'd call you if it's like, can I go to Tim Hortons and get something?
Yeah. I always tell her we're not in an Arab marriage. You don't have to ask permission, but like,
I'm not one to spend money.
But I'm the same. If I go out and even if I go take Steve to McDonald's, I'll call Mrs. Fringe and say, hey, look, I took him to McDonald's. And it's not because of being whipped. It's just that we keep each other in the loop so we can manage things better so that we know where things are being spent. We have a good system. We work things very well in this house. I want to see Mad Max be in opposition. I want to see Mad Max get a seat and then we can talk about it. As I keep telling people, I'd love to see that too, but he needs to get a seat. To Canadian Pokey Freak. My husband is always adjusting his. I always ask him if he needs help. There you go. There you go.
I ask you the same.
Getting a little risky, a little spicy here on Only Fringe. You are both so perfectly matched. Don't forget that.
No.
Don't forget that.
We just put on a good show. No, I'm just
It is a
joking.
partnership. You know, my old man, if there's one thing I was always happy for with my parents, I grew up in a house where my parents didn't really fight in front of me. They wouldn't argue if they could help it in front of
Yes,
us.
but they also didn't touch each other or
They
kiss
weren't
or
close. They're
hold
very
hands,
awkward.
Or there was
no closeness in our family. Like we didn't hug very often. We didn't anything.
Whereas I come from a family that's the complete opposite.
Yeah, I thought it was really weird when we first started getting together and I saw your family and was like, you guys are all freaks.
Like we're not.
But it's just the way we grew up. But the one thing I always knew was what my parents really loved each other. And my parents always worked through their problems. And, you know, my old man always told me growing up, you only get married once. And when you do it, make sure that it's the one you want, because you should only get married one time. And I do understand that some people split, some people outgrow each other, some people change. But Mrs. Fringe and I have been through
a lot.
The ringer. We've been through a lot of stuff that would normally break a marriage. We always find a way to get through it. And especially with our kids,
Alcohol helps.
alcohol does help, I've heard. I wouldn't know. But
We're not drinkers.
But I think that what you have to realize when you get in arguments with each other, when you have a disagreement, is that you're mad then. You're mad when it's going on. You're mad, but if you just give yourself a couple hours, give yourself a day, that's going to go away and you're going to start to come back down. And lately, I know even I've been saying, hey, look, I've made a mistake. I'll admit it. I got to fix this. I got to do better. When you can communicate with each other, anything's possible. You don't have to call things off. I think when you hear about divorces, unless it's that people have fallen out of love with each other or if people aren't willing to do the work, I think a lot of it is that today marriage isn't really considered as vital as it used to be. It's not valued as much as it used to be. And I think that a lot of couples, from what I hear and see online at least, it's, well, we got into a fight and I just said, to hell with it, it's over. If you're not prepared to do the work, don't get married. It is a lot of work. But neither myself or Mrs. Fringe are afraid to do the work. And Brandon hits it here. It's all about communication. You got to hear each other and you got to be willing to admit when you make mistakes. And I, for one, am so glad that Mrs. Fringe admits it all the time.
What? I completely zoned out and missed that. I'm reading.
Gotcha. Divorce picks up after the kids leave home, I'm noticing. I've seen that happen too. I had a friend whose parents stayed married until their kid left for university age, moved out on his own, and then they said, well, now we're getting a divorce.
I'm glad my mom didn't wait that long though.
Yeah, well, your mom, we're not going to get into that. Your mom had reasons. It went over her head. Yep.
A lot does, really. A lot does.
Absolutely. Many families divorce after the kids leave home. Well, hopefully that doesn't happen in this house. I never rule anything out, but talk to your partners. Talk to your spouse. Don't ignore it. Don't go to bed mad at each other. You try to tell me I'm sleeping on the couch, I still get in. I find a way in. I'm like a cat burglar. I get in. I'll even crawl through the vents like John McClane.
I'd like to see you try.
She'll go to bed and I'll just be in there covered in dust from going through the rafters. It's Mark's saying, I'm getting married this May to a young lady from Belarus. Congratulations.
Mark.
I'm on my second marriage and you can learn so much.
Yes.
Absolutely. And your cats and your dogs, work it out. Don't eat them. Don't eat your dogs. Don't eat your cats.
You've got your 4-year-old yelling that around the house.
My 4-year-old is always singing the eating the dogs, eating the cats song. There's a remix of it. I can't play it because I think it is copyright protected, but communication is a big part, but it's not the only part. No. There's more to the puzzle than that. Yeah, that's true. We're not going to get into. I'm not Dr. Phil. I'm not going to sit here and be like, now
nobody's perfect.
We're going to talk about families, okay? You need to talk to your wife, and your wife needs to communicate back to you. And we're not doing Dr. Phil tonight. We're not.
That was the worst impression.
That was the worst. I think my Dr. Phil's pretty good.
Oh my God, no.
Now, I always thought
No.
my Dr. Phil was okay.
No.
Mrs. Fringe is telling me
You sound like
I could just do Mr. Mackey,
the propane guy.
like Hank Hill.
Yes.
Boy, I tell you what, you and your marriage, you need to talk about things. I could go Mr. Mackey and be like, if you're gonna be married, you gotta talk to each other because
Okay.
marriage is bad. Okay, you do drugs are bad. Okay.
Oh my God.
Boy, I tell you what, I sound like Hank
I
Hill.
sell propane and propane.
I sell
accessories.
propane and I can't do Hank. I haven't watched King of the Hill in so long. God damn. Do Freeland, Mr. Speaker? No, I'm just happy to see that one gone.
Yep.
I got Liz has George Floyd disease. Let's go. Oh, good. I can do Stewie and tell you about my doll thoughts. Oh, well, Tiffany's in here. Let me get some of that Cool Whip. Some of that what? Cool Whip. Why are you putting so much emphasis on the H? Say whip. Now say Cool Whip. Cool Whip. Oh, I love my Stewies. Time for that Caesar, maybe a double. There you go. Danny gifted 10 unacceptable Fringe. Only Fringe memberships to the Patriots Club.
I want an only Fringe shirt.
I've seen Danny give a lot of gifting on this channel, but never like this. This is the best, believe me. Danny, thank you so much for gifting 10 unacceptable Fringe Patriots Club memberships. Let's celebrate never having to hear Mr. Speaker from Freeland again. Well, you never know. I mean, she's been nominated to replace Trudeau.
Oh my God.
That's yuck.
No.
Oh, yikes. Oh, yikes. You can't replace Trudeau, okay? Well, that's bad. You replace Justin Trudeau, you're bad, okay? It's Mark Pope gifting 5 unacceptable Fringe memberships to the Patriots Club, okay? Ooh, you sick little monkey. Thank you so much, Mark, for gifting those five memberships. 'Tis the season. How about some Monty Python? Oh, I can't. I just, you know what's funny? I showed you the Ministry of Silly Walks.
Yes.
Not too long ago.
Oh my God.
Mrs. Fringe used to hate Monty Python. She couldn't get through it. She couldn't get, and the parrot sketch. That's a dead parrot. No, it's not. And she
No, I find them funny, but you kill things.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail is one of the greatest movies ever made.
Yes.
It's definitely in my top 5. Definitely in my top 5.
Coconuts.
The coconut. Are you suggesting coconuts migrate? Fart in your general direction. Oh, and it showed up right when I said it. I wave my private parts and you're empty. Of course I'm French. Why do you think I speak with this outrageous accent, you stupid British kniggets?
Tyler would like that movie.
Yeah. Tiffany's laugh is epic. It's pretty contagious. I'm not gonna
you.
laugh. Or not gonna lie.
Sorry.
How is Christopher Walken in the house?
Oh, it's horrible.
Guys.
No.
Sometimes when I'm sitting around talking to Mrs. Fringe, you gotta emphasize how crazy she is. Hanging around this house. It's insane. How?
Needs more cowbell. You
gotta have more cowbell.
Okay, no more.
Cock of the walk, baby. Mr. Smoke. I thought somebody said Mr. Meeseeks. I was almost gonna go, oh, look at me. Mr. Meeseeks, look at me. How Justin gift them 5 more unacceptable Fringe memberships to the Patriots Club.
Sign the divorce papers now.
Sign the papers now. You're crazy. Thank you so much. I used to do Wreck-It Ralph too. I used to be like, hi, my name's Ralph. I'm doing this for 30 years.
That's horrible.
It's real easy when your dad gives you a magic hammer. And now I almost put that in with Christopher Walken. Albatross 6. Oh, come on. Don't get me on the Albatross. Monty Python was classic. I'm just trying to be nice. And you are being rude, and this conversation is over. This conversation is over. You did the best speaking out about the CBC and all the corruption in the House of Commons. I appreciate that.
Yes, you did.
I appreciate that. Today is Sonic 3. Are you guys going? We're taking our kids this weekend. We're going tomorrow. Coming up on Christmas, we said, look, Mrs. Fringe is going to be baking up a storm tomorrow with Christmas cookies. Put those cookies down. They're my cookies. We're going to get those done. And then I said, you know what? Let's go out to dinner. And then we're going to go to a movie. We're going to take the kids to see Sonic. It's going to be great. Only the best movies. We're going. It's going to be great. Huge. So we're going to take the kids to Sonic. And then we're going to wrap up getting into Christmas.
And then I'm going to finish my cookies.
Those are my cookies.
My cookies.
Can you do Mr. Bean? There it is.
That's the best Mr. Bean impersonation.
How about an awkward silence? Should we just have an awkward silence?
Stop looking at me.
Hardly awkward. You could do Arnold. You could do Arnold Schwarzenegger a little bit. Hanging around, you're talking about boobies.
You make Chinese food? I love Chinese food.
Everybody loves the Chinese food. God. Let's go into Q&A. Let's wrap up with a quick Q&A. This whole stream's been kind of Q&A.
The kids are very quiet.
They're very quiet. This house is probably destroyed.
They're supposed to be cleaning, but
We're
they're not.
Screw your freedoms. There you go. There's the Arnold. Screw your freedom. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said it. Let's get into Q&A. Let's do some quick Q&A and wrap up for this show, guys, before Christmas. The stream's gone a little longer than usual, but that's okay. Everybody's having fun. Can you save me some cookies? No, those are my cookies.
There's going to be a lot of cookies.
I can't do James Bond. Throw your Q&A and ask us anything. AMAs. Book idea, How the Clown Broadcasting Corporation Stole from the Poor. We're working on our final How the Prime Minister book, as well as I'm trying to get a Donald Trump book going as well. Can you do Joe from Family Guy? No, my voice doesn't register that low. Can't do it. How can we remain positive when Canada is in so much debt? Just know that dark cloud that's hanging over Canada with the scent of cat piss from Chrystia Freeland is gone. It's leaving. It's going away. Sunny ways are coming. Pierre's going to be in charge. The debt's going to be handled as much as it can be. I think he's going to be good for Canada.
Is a hot dog a sandwich? Technically, it's meat between bread.
Is it? Well. Okay.
Oh, dirty mind.
Next question. What kind of Christmas cookies are you making, Mrs. Fringe?
Far too many. I'm going to make sugar cookies, chocolate chip oatmeal cookies, lemon pie, snickerdoodles, peppermint cookies, macaroons.
The weight's going to be packed on. Ingrid Stewart, Unacceptable Fringe. Are you going to have an election night party? Oh, we're going to be partying.
100%.
It's going to be like a 3-day straight stream.
Come on out, bring your flag. We're doing it.
Are you kidding? We're going to have Trudeau flags. We're going to have booze. We're going to have midgets swinging from the rafters. Everything, confetti.
Donkey show, all of it.
What? Whoa, whoa! You kind of went to 11 there. I was at like a 5.
The midgets.
And you, little people, I should have said little people. You went to an 11 there, Mrs. Fringe. No, there will be no animals. No moss. We're not doing that. What is the greatest gift you ever received for Christmas as a kid?
You, Nintendo.
My NES. My Nintendo Entertainment System.
I do not have a lot of memories of being a kid, so I honestly can't tell you. Maybe my Snoopy snow cone machine.
That was a cool toy.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you running? Why are you gay? Next travel destination, holidays.
Tokyo. I'm just joking.
Mrs. Fringe wants to go to Universal Tokyo. It's not happening.
Probably nowhere. Honestly, the
Honestly,
bank account says no.
When we're gonna get the move going in the spring, I don't think we're gonna be doing holidays for a bit.
Spruce Grove.
Spruce Grove, yeah. Spruce Grove will be it. Who's your favorite or best James Bond?
Oh, the last one. What's his name?
Daniel Craig?
There you go.
Really? Oh, we're getting divorced.
Okay, I don't like how Sean Connery talks.
Yush.
Oh, don't do it.
Honestly, I liked Roger Moore. I liked Roger Moore's James Bond.
Oh yeah.
I thought he was a good James Bond.
Yes.
How about Mike from Canmore? I like the flames. There you go. What is your take on woodchucks chucking wood? They should be charged a carbon tax.
Oh my god.
Gene Simmons? No, I can't do Gene.
You're a kid.
Can't do Gene. The debt isn't going away anytime soon, but Trudeau is. And that's
all we can ask for right now.
I could do Wolfman Jack, but I wouldn't be able to speak for the rest of the week. That would kill my throat. Can you please make a box set?
Yes, we're looking into it for sure.
If you're beating down JT books, I'm going to do what's called an omnibus. So one hardcover book that has them all in one book, if that makes sense. Comic books do it all the time. I think that's the way we're going to do it. It is in the works. What I can't do, you can do better. Please, I took all the good genes.
I know you both, and that's a lie.
There you go. There you go. Do you give your cookies away as gifts?
I do.
She takes them to work and everybody else gets them. Because I don't want to be a tank ass.
The children sneak them. I give some to family, and then, yeah, I just like baking, making pretty things.
Although today, I got to admit, this stream was a little tough because we went to the Cheesecake for dinner. Cheesecake Cafe. And I had to split cheesecake with my daughter. And I thought, oh, good, one piece of cheesecake between the two of us. No, it's like half a dump truck worth of cheesecake. Not feeling very good. I got to stop with the sugar and the snacks. Only Fringe is hilarious. Has the game setup been changed behind you?
Not yet.
Not yet. I'm going to move my Star Wars, or I might move my Marvel Capcom and replace the Star Wars with it. My Neo Geo is going to come out. I'm going to move my Outrun machine in by my pinball because I'm getting a mini PC to put in that baby and going to have a lot of driving games in there. So looking forward to that. What's your favorite Christmas song?
Oh, you know mine.
She loves I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas. Mine's probably Bob and Doug McKenzie's 12 Days of Christmas.
Yes, that's a good one too.
What's your favorite Christmas movie? We did this one, but we'll do it again. What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Do I have a favorite Christmas movie? I don't really know if I do.
Really?
Yeah.
You used to like It's a Wonderful Life.
Used to.
Even though it's not, well, it kind of is a Christmas movie. National Lampoon for me.
Every time a bell rings.
Not Spruce Grove. We are moving to Spruce Grove.
Yeah, just not yet.
Let me see if I can get any more questions covered here. People are yelling at me about Sean Connery. We did that one. What's your prediction on the oncoming election date for the election?
Spring.
Yeah, but a date. I'm going to call it March
13th.
March 15th.
Okay.
Let's call it March 15th, unless that's on a weekend.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. My guess is it'll fall by March. What's your favorite Keanu Reeves movie?
Speed. I don't know. There's so many.
Honestly, I used to like Speed a lot. I still like Speed, but
Yes.
but John Wick
Oh, yeah.
just took it from me.
I don't know. Keanu Reeves, I don't think he
You stabbed the guy with the pencil. How do you do that? Gotta love Keanu. Can you do Fred Flintstone? No, I used to be able to do his laugh quite good. I haven't done it in a long time. Should be a new chair under that tree, Derek. Yeah, look, I tried to push Mrs. Fringe to a new chair. She doesn't want one like I have. We're gonna get chairs organized as soon as we move. Everything's
I
changing.
need an office chair. If there's one that you can get, it's only like $1 million.
Great. Let's crowdfund $1 million for Mrs. Fringe. I told you I wouldn't ask you for help unless we needed it. I need $1 million apparently for a chair for Mrs.
It's one
Fringe.
that you can cross your legs on.
Oh well, then let's get that. Is that a sex swing?
No.
Okay. Apparently we need to get $1 million chair that you can cross your legs on. So if we get $1 million raised on the channel.
One of those dinosaur ones. Have you seen those? That would be
No.
an awesome chair.
Before you go, can you do a poll on Only Fringe and how many in the chat think it's a good idea? I don't know how to do polls from the streaming software, but everybody thought it was a good idea. I'm going to do some Only Fringe shirts. We'll get those up in the store. I'll have them up by the end of the weekend, so keep your eyes peeled.
Christmas dinner, we're going to the in-laws, so I'm not making it.
We're going to my dad's.
I gotta go get a child.
We're going to go to my dad's and listen to him tell me how, I do everything wrong in my life. That's Only Fringe for the win. Happy winter solstice tomorrow. There you go. She has done red velvet cookies and cake. Yes, I can answer that one comfortably for her on her behalf. Yeah, we're not going to get into that. This is a happy stream. Only Fringe merch would be awesome. I would buy. There you go. I'll have Only Fringe done by the end of the weekend. Keep your eyes peeled. Are the kids asking why Dad's wearing Santa's clothes? No. I wear this outfit every year and we do photos with the kids because I don't want my kids going to the mall and sitting with a PDF file.
And paying $1 million for pictures.
So my kids know that I
love it.
I dress up as Santa. They love it.
Nice tradition.
It's a good tradition. It isn't Christmas unless it involves Nakatomi Plaza.
That's how we start every Christmas.
The Christmas season doesn't start in the house until Hans Gruber hits the ground. Yippee-ki-yay.
Only Fringe massage chair. Yes. Okay, thank you.
We've got the vote on Only Fringe. There we go. Can you make a Make Canada Great Again hats? I could, but I'd be copying a lot of people. They already exist is the problem.
Yeah.
I'd buy a shirt if you make them. There you go. Money on the table. We'll have it done by the end of the weekend, guys. Tradition the kids will remember. Well, that was the important part. It's funny. When my mom was alive, she used to tell me about how, I never met my grandfather because he passed before I was born. But my grandfather, you always knew he was a Manitoba farmer because he cut off 3 of his fingers with a table saw and never went to the doctor. He just bandaged it up and said it'll get better on its own. Amazing guy, apparently. Really great farmer, great father. But he used to dress up as Santa Claus at my mom's school for all the kids in their town of Wawanesa when she was a kid, Wawanesa, Manitoba. And my mom found out Santa Claus wasn't real when she was a kid because when they were all at the school, everybody came over and said, "Oh, Santa Claus is your dad." And she said, "What do you mean he's my dad?" And they pointed, Santa was missing 3 fingers. So it kind of ruined Santa Claus for mom as a kid. That's how she found out Santa Claus wasn't real. Are we going to meet for New Year's? No, unfortunately, Gerald, we're not. I'm not going to be doing another Calgary meet and greet for a while, but we will do one.
Okay, come here.
Did your relatives serve in the military? My brother did.
Yep.
A lot of my family members on that side of the family did. Now, my brother is my half-brother, natural blood. I was adopted. So in his family, yes, a lot of them did. None of my family growing up, though. None of my family growing up. I like when you share with us, Derek and Tiffany. It's so Canadian. We try to. After last weekend's debacle, we got to keep some things on the DL. But again, that's more for safety. But the odd time when Steve creeps in, I let him come on the camera. We let him join sometimes. He loves seeing himself on camera. Debbie says her 2 daughters did. Well, thank you for their service. That's amazing. What NHL team do you support, Tiffany?
Flames. No, Jets.
Oh.
We are a Jets family.
I was about to snap. It's the Jets in this house. My son likes the Oilers, and
we'll love him anyway.
We'll love him anyways, but it's got to be the Jets.
Yeah.
Got to be the Jets. Diane says, "Hi there, Steve. Great smile."
He does have a good smile. You've got the best laugh, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom, Daddy, that.
Okay.
The turd needs the 5-knuckle shuffle on the way out the door. Gross. Melanie Jolie might abide by that. We don't know. Will Fergus be leaving? I would think so. I would think so. Mike TV Dub says Jets are taking the cup this year. Don't jinx it, but yes, you're darn rights they are. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're almost 2 hours in. Steve wants some time with Mom. I don't blame him. She's been gone all day. We did dinner and then we came straight home for the stream. So the kids haven't seen Mom all day. So let's wrap it up. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say a very, very Merry Christmas to each and every one of you, whether you celebrate or not. We do. So I want to pass that on to each and every one of you. Thank you to everybody who super chatted tonight in the live stream. Becca, Canadian Guy, Mike TV Dub, Mr. Steal Your Blocks, Rick Jeter, Bryce, Bryce Culkin, Jason, Marika, MJW, Reg Porter, Carson El Gringo Grande, Arthur OK, Ingrid Stewart, Diane Sylvain, Lizzie Girl, Romanian Patriot,
The Canadian guy?
Gimster 101. No, I've already mentioned him, so we're scrolling past. Dustin Ellis, my brother, Bad Anger Management, Lucas C, Carol Munger, Wesley Snipes, Diane Savine, Danny Gallant, Mark Pope, Justin Helbersma. Thank you to all of you for supporting the stream. I hope you guys have a very safe holiday. Please, please, if you're out with your family this holiday and you're having a good time, please don't drink and drive. Please don't remove somebody else's family members from their lives.
Please
be
be safe.
responsible, be safe. If it's snowing, stay inside. Nobody wants to lose family members at this time of the year. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas and maybe you celebrate
Happy
Hanukkah,
Hanukkah.
happy Hanukkah to everybody who does. Enjoy your holidays, ladies and gentlemen. On that note, I will see you here next Friday for the Fringe
New Year's special.
New Year's special. You guys take care. Again, thank you all for all your support. Have a Merry Christmas. We'll talk to you soon. Take care. We'll catch you on the next.